You do not get rich from one big lucky move. You get rich from small habits that absolutely no one respects. Most people are exhausted from chasing quick money and getting absolutely nowhere. If you want to escape that trap, you need to upgrade your operating system. Today, we are breaking down the 5 micro-habits of Naval Ravikant. If you apply these 5 simple actions to your daily routine, your life will never be the same. Habit number 1 is building micro-assets. Let us start with a brutal truth. Most people in the modern world are completely trapped in an endless cycle of consumption. They wake up, they scroll through endless social media feeds, they watch hours of entertainment, and they buy things they do not need. They spend their entire lives consuming the assets that other people have built. If you want to quietly build wealth, you have to cross over to the other side. You must transition from a consumer to a creator. But this is exactly where almost everyone makes a massive mistake. They think that becoming a builder means they have to launch a giant corporation on day one. They think they need venture capital, a huge team, and a revolutionary product. That pressure is completely paralyzing. It stops you from ever taking the first step. You do not need to build an empire overnight. You just need to build micro-assets. What is a micro-asset? It is something small that you own, which has the potential to work for you while you are sleeping. It is one script, one video, one automated system, or one deeply researched essay. Your new daily habit is remarkably simple. You must spend at least 30 to 60 minutes every single day building just one tiny piece of leverage. You sit down in absolute silence and you create something that belongs entirely to you. You write a piece of back-end code that automates a repetitive task. You record a piece of educational media. You configure a digital workflow. You do not worry about whether this one single action is going to make you a millionaire tomorrow. It absolutely will not. But that is not the point. The point is that every single day, you are laying down exactly one brick. To the outside world, laying one brick looks incredibly boring. It looks like you are going absolutely nowhere. Your coworkers are out relaxing, and you are sitting alone at your computer, building a tiny digital tool that nobody has even seen yet. But here is the secret of the wealthy mind. Wealth is almost never a giant leap. Wealth is the mathematical result of compound interest applied to your personal leverage. While the rest of the world is wasting their precious time making other people rich, you are quietly stacking your bricks. A script here, a video there, a new system deployed. A few years go by. You look back and you realize you have not just built a few random tools. You have quietly built an absolute fortress of permissionless leverage. You have digital systems generating value, code executing complex tasks, and media building your global reputation, all operating completely independent of your physical time. You are no longer trading your limited hours for a capped paycheck. You have built a machine that works for you 24 hours a day. And it all starts with the simple discipline to sit down today and build your very first micro-asset. Habit number 2 is establishing your aspirational rate. Let me ask you a very serious question. If a task is worth $10, why are you doing it? When you spend an hour of your life arguing with customer support over a $15 refund, or driving clear across town just to save $5 on groceries, you probably think you are being smart with your money. But you are actually training your brain to stay poor. You are sending a powerful psychological signal to yourself that your time is practically worthless. If you want to build real wealth, you have to adopt the mindset of a billionaire long before you ever see $1 million in your bank account. You do this by setting an aspirational hourly rate. Naval Ravikant recommends setting this rate absurdly high. Pick a number right now. Make it $500 an hour, or even $1,000 an hour. Now, you must apply this ruthless filter to absolutely every single decision you make. If you can pay someone $20 an hour to do a mundane task and your personal rate is $500 an hour, doing it yourself is a catastrophic financial mistake. It does not matter if you enjoy doing it. It does not matter if you think you can do it slightly better than someone else. You must either delegate it, automate it, or simply ignore it completely. Now, the immediate reaction most people have to this concept is completely predictable. They say, "I have $0 in my bank account right now. How can I possibly value my time at $500 an hour? I cannot afford to hire an assistant or pay for premium delivery services." But that is exactly the point. The aspirational rate is not about how much cash you currently possess. It is a cognitive filter. When you are broke, you obviously cannot afford to pay someone else to do your chores, which means your only remaining option is to completely eliminate the low-value task. You stop fighting over minor inconveniences. You stop doing things that do not move the needle. You let the small fires burn. By violently protecting your time, you force your brain to look for high-leverage opportunities. If you truly believe your time is worth $500 an hour, you will physically stop yourself from doing low-tier, linear work. Your brain will realize it needs to build a scalable system, write a piece of code, or record a video that actually justifies that massive hourly rate. You stop trying to save pennies, and you start trying to build asymmetric wealth. Your time is the only truly non-renewable resource you will ever have. Once an hour is gone, you can never buy it back. Stop treating your days like a clearance sale. Set your aspirational rate today and refuse to do any work that falls below your new standard. Habit number 3 is ruthless reading. Let us destroy another massive stereotype right now. Reading books cover to cover will not make you rich. One great idea will. The traditional education system completely ruined reading for almost everyone. School taught you that a book is a mandatory assignment. You start on page 1, and you are forced to suffer all the way to the very last page, even if the material is incredibly boring. If you do not finish it, society tells you that you have failed. Most adults still carry this exact same toxic mindset into their professional lives. They read business, finance, and philosophy books simply to feed their own ego. They want to post on social media that they read 50 books this year. They treat reading like a marathon, where the only goal is crossing a meaningless finish line. But wealthy people do not read like that. They read like predators. They treat a book like a dense database, and they are hunting for just one specific piece of leverage. They are looking for one single mental model, one paradigm shift, or one tiny framework that will fundamentally alter their judgment forever. Naval Ravikant says you should treat books as disposable tools. You pick up a book on high-level system architecture, behavioral psychology, or Stoic philosophy. You do not start at the introduction. You open it directly to the chapter that actually solves your current problem. You read it intensely, and the absolute second the material gets boring, or the second you finally understand the core concept, you close the book. You drop it completely without a single drop of guilt. You do not owe the author your time. Your time is your most valuable asset, and your aspirational rate is entirely too high to waste on filler chapters. Skim the pages, jump around from the back to the front. If a book does not immediately grab your attention and force you to think differently about the world, put it down and quickly grab another one. The ultimate goal of reading is not to collect a gold star for finishing a project. The goal is to rapidly upgrade your mental operating system. If you read a 300-page book and only extract one single sentence, but that sentence prevents you from making a $10,000 business mistake, that book was an absolute triumph. You have to drop the ego of the student and adopt the ruthlessness of the builder. Stop tracking how many books you finish every month. Start tracking how many powerful ideas you actually execute. Habit number 4 is strategic disconnection. Let us get one thing completely straight. Your best ideas will never come from your desk. They come when you completely disconnect. Hustle culture has brainwashed you into believing that staring at a computer monitor for 12 hours straight makes you a productive genius. It does not. It just makes you exhausted. When you are constantly staring at an integrated development environment, refreshing financial charts, or grinding through an endless inbox, your brain is in a state of narrow, tactical stress. You are zoomed in so far that you cannot see the bigger picture. You cannot generate asymmetric, wealthy ideas when you are drowning in digital noise. To find a true breakthrough, you have to engineer moments of absolute emptiness. You must master the habit of strategic disconnection. This means forcing yourself to step away from the machine. You leave your phone in another room. You step out of your house. You go to the ice rink and focus entirely on the physical intensity of a hockey game. You sit down and spend a completely present hour with your 10-year-old daughter. You go to the gym and lift heavy weights. You take a long, aimless walk in absolute silence, refusing the temptation to put an educational podcast in your ears. You must engage your body in physical reality and completely starve your brain of cheap digital dopamine. Why? Because when you stop forcing your conscious brain to solve a problem, your subconscious mind finally takes over. It starts running quietly in the background. It connects the data points you could not see. It effortlessly solves the massive architectural puzzle you were stressing over all week. The sudden flash of insight that gives you a brilliant idea for a new automated system or a highly profitable piece of media will hit you when you are furthest away from a keyboard. Staring at a screen is how you execute a plan, but stepping away from the screen is how you actually create the plan. Disconnecting is not slacking off. It is not wasting time. It is a mandatory requirement for high-level strategic thinking. You have to willingly step out of the digital matrix if you ever want to figure out how to beat it. Stop trying to force a brilliant idea. Walk away, get quiet, and let the idea find you. Habit number 5 is the default no. Listen very carefully. If an opportunity is not a hell yes, it is an absolute no. When you are just starting out on your journey from zero, your natural instinct is to say yes to absolutely everything. You take every random coffee meeting. You accept every low-paying freelance project. You agree to help your coworkers with tasks that are completely outside of your responsibility. You do this entirely out of fear. You mistakenly believe that saying yes to everything is how you generate opportunities, but you are falling into a massive trap. Every single time you say yes to something average, you are physically stealing time and energy from something extraordinary. You are filling your calendar with complete junk. A crowded calendar is the ultimate enemy of wealth. If your day is packed with back-to-back obligations, you have absolutely zero margin to think, to build your leverage, or to execute your specific knowledge. To build wealth quietly, you must learn to protect your schedule like a billionaire. You have to learn how to reject people, and you have to do it quickly, firmly, and without a single drop of guilt. Naval Ravikant applies a ruthless filter to his life. When someone presents you with an idea, a project, or an invitation, notice your immediate biological reaction. If your brain and your gut do not instantly scream, "Hell yes, I absolutely have to do this," then your answer must be a hard, permanent no. There is no middle ground. There are no maybes. There is no, "let me think about it." If it is not a hell yes, it is a no. 99% of the things happening around you simply do not matter. They will not move the needle on your financial freedom. The goal of the default no is to save all of your creative energy, all of your technical focus, and all of your leverage for the 1% of opportunities that possess truly asymmetric upside. If you agree to build a mediocre software project for a demanding client who pays you terrible money, you will not have the time or the mental clarity to build the one piece of automated architecture that could scale to 10,000 users. Start saying no today. Decline the useless corporate meeting. Reject the bad client. Cancel the obligation you are dreading. Clear your schedule by absolute force. Create a vacuum. Real wealth will violently rush into the empty space that is created when you finally stop saying yes to mediocrity. Here is the brutal reality. You can close this video right now, go back to your endless scrolling, and completely ignore everything you just heard. If you do that, your life will look exactly the same next year. You will still be completely exhausted. You will still be trading your time for a capped paycheck. And you will still be playing a linear game. But if you actually apply these 5 tiny habits, everything shifts. Building micro assets, setting a massive aspirational rate, reading ruthlessly, disconnecting strategically, and defaulting to no. None of these actions will magically put $1 million in your bank account tomorrow morning. These habits are incredibly boring, they're quiet. And that is exactly why 99% of people will never execute them. But if you have the discipline to apply them consistently for one single year, your financial trajectory will change forever. You will activate the unstoppable force of compound interest. Stop looking for a secret shortcut. The secret is doing the boring work that absolutely nobody else is willing to do. If this philosophy resonates with your goals, hit the like button so this video can reach other creators. Subscribe to the Naval Mindset channel to keep rewiring your brain. And before you leave, drop a comment below right now and tell me which one of these 5 habits are you going to execute today. I read every single comment. Thank you for watching, and start building your leverage today.